Hi, I'm Steve Diggs and welcome back to Insights. Great content at the speed of light. In today's lightning round, I want to talk with you a little bit about making decisions. And I also want to ask the question, if you are in the process right now of making a decision, have you done one important thing? That simple important thing is, have you gotten counsel? Now again, we don't need to get counsel when we're deciding what kind of toothpaste to buy necessarily, but the major decisions, these are decisions that we really have to get right. We need to get counsel in many cases. You know, the Bible says that without counsel, plans fail, but with many advisors, they succeed. I think there's a lot of truth in that. You know, a lot of times we push away from advice because we already know what we want to do and we don't want anybody to interfere with it. Or we think we know what we want to do, but we have not yet gotten enough of our own data. You see, a lot of times when we have a problem and we're trying to make a good decision, we're making a decision from the same mindset that the problem came from. I like what Albert Einstein said. He said, no problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. You see, you can't solve a problem necessarily if you're the person who created it to start with. You need to go beyond yourself in many, many cases. I'm going to give you, though, two types of counselors to avoid. Number one, avoid anybody who has a dog in the fight. In other words, if this individual that you're thinking about going to for advice could either gain or lose from a particular decision that you're about to make, go to somebody else. Don't tip that person because they're likely to give you advice based on their own interest. And secondly, look out for the yes men. Okay? These guys are not just at the car lots. These are guys and girls who want to curry favor. They want to flatter you. They want to make you feel good because they have an agenda of their own. They want to come up the ladder, usually in the company or whatever the organization happens to be. There will always be people like this. The moment you get on the second rung of the ladder, there will be somebody on the first rung that is a yes man or a yes woman to you trying to get up to that second rung. And it goes that way all the way up the ladder. Stay away from people who do this. They make you feel good on the surface, but their advice is not going to be necessarily aimed at your betterment. The truth is, the best friend to have is somebody who loves you enough and cares enough for you to speak truth, even when it's not comfortable. Hey, I'm Steve Diggs. This has been Insights. Great content at the speed of light. Catch you next time.